Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. Happy New Year to you. I hope the New Year is treating you well and that you've kept your resolutions so far. If not, rest assured you're with the rest of humanity. Now, we've got a puzzle called Sabotaged today by Kenneth's dad. I really love Kenneth's dad puzzles, but I looked up when I last did one by Kenneth's dad and it's nearly a year ago. Simon's done a couple since then, but I haven't, so this is a great opportunity. And it's 6x6. That keeps it within bounds, although there's a fair number of rules and I haven't really read through the rule set yet. We'll do that in a moment. Oh, don't forget, we've just launched, of course, Panthera's brilliant Off by One Sudoku hunt on Patreon. Give it a go. We've had correct answers in already, so it is manageable within a day. There are 13 puzzles in total. It's a New Year's calendar with a 13th month. And give it a try. They're Japanese sums puzzles off by one. Great fun. There's also other content on Patreon, like there'll be a new gridogram video tomorrow, connections every few days, and difficult crosswords, difficult cryptics. That's the place to go for them. And of course, we've not just got Patreon, we've got all of our apps featuring Domino Sudoku and Line Sudoku, but also Classic Sudoku too, and the Worms, which are wonderful. Now, let's have a look at, well, this is called Sabotage. When you call up the link Kenneth's dad supplied us with says that the name is Sabotaged. I don't know whether that's an in-joke that the name has been sabotaged or whether it was just a typo that all of us could manage, but anyway. It is called Sabotage, and normal 6x6 Sudoku rules apply. We'll be placing 1 to 6 in every row, column, and 3x2 box. Now, here we go with the rules. Each of the following constraint types may contain no repeated digits anywhere in the puzzle. For example, if a purple line contains a 5, then no other purple line in the puzzle may contain a 5. And the rules are as follows. Digits on a purple line must be consecutive. Any set of 3 digits along a turquoise line must have at least 1 digit from each of the following sets: 1 and 4, 2 and 5, 3 and 6. So they're sort of modular lines. Digits in cells separated by a V must sum to 5. 1 digit is double the other in cells separated by a black dot, and a blue square must contain an even digit. There we go. Those are the rules to the puzzle. Give it a try on that first link. I'm going to start now. Let's get cracking. Okay. The 6 numbers on purple cells must all be different. So must the 6 numbers on turquoise line cells. Since the 6 numbers in row 5 must also be different, those 2 numbers go on that turquoise line, and therefore they are both consecutive, well, and in different modular sets. I suppose consecutive numbers always are, so that's not thrilling. Okay, let's have a look at this V. Because V's here are either a 1-4 pair, which are 2 modular sets, two from the same modular set, or they are 2-3, which are from different modular sets. Or maybe it's this V. If that was a 1-4 pair, where would this digit get its necessary at least 1 digit from the 1-4 set? It would get it here. Okay. I don't know where the break-in on this puzzle is. This could be a 3-6 pair, or a 1-2, or a 2-4 on the black dot. Oh dear. I don't know where we start this. On the purple lines, one of them is a 1-2, one of them is a 3-4, and one of them is a 5-6, because they use all the digits and they are consecutive sets. These two digits are from the same modular set. Ah, that might be interesting. That is because if those three are from the same modular set, that is different from those two. Similarly, that is different from those two, so these must be the same. Now, if they were 1, 4, that would be 2, 3, and then we'd have 5 and 6 here. And that would be a problem, interestingly, because the 5 or 6 in purple, as we just discussed, is going to have to go with another 5 or 6 on its line, and then you'd have a clash. Let me just sort of draw that out as it would fail. 1, 4 would be there. This V would have to be 2, 3. These digits would be 5 and 6, but whichever one that was would need the other digit there, but it's also there, so it would be a clash here. That's really entertaining, actually. So this is not a 1, 4 pair. Now, I was going to say, therefore, does it include... Yes, it does. It does include one of the digits from 2, 3. No. Yes, it does, because it is two of the same modular sets. So this is either a 2, 5 pair, in which case that can't be a 2, 3V, or it's a 3, 6 pair, in which case that can't be a 2, 3V. So that's a 1, 4 V. As I said earlier, the digit on this croquet hoop that is from the 1, 4 set must now be here. This is therefore also from 2, 3, 5, 6. These are not a modular pair. Those are a modular pair. That's either 2, 5 or 3, 6. But these are not, because they have to be different modular-wise. Now, that was 1, 4 on that V. This V must be 2, 3. And this purple line, cannot now be 1, 2 or 3, 4. So that's the 5, 6 purple line. These remaining cells are 1 and 4 in the box. That doesn't tell... Well, if that's a 4, this is the 1, 2 line, and that's a 3. Oh yes, I worked out earlier on, these were the same digits as are on those, so they're consecutive. This is either 1, 2 or 3, 4. Now, so this is either 1, 2 or 3, 4. There is a 1 or a 4 on it, because those digits transpose to up here. The 1 or the 4 must be there. The 2 or the 3 must be there. Since we must have a low digit here, because this is a modular pair, that digit is 5 or 6, in the same modularity as that one. In this column, we've used both of 2 and 3. No, that might not be true this time. No, I'm not relying on that as a deduction. In this column, we've got a 1, 4 pair. I might have to colour. I mean, so that even digit is not a 4. That's 2 or 6. This is a different even digit because of the rules about no repeated digits on constraint types. Oh, that's a 2 or a 6. The even digit, well, there is going to be either a 2 or a 6 on this black dot, because it's either 1, 2, 2, 4 or 3, 6. So the 2 and the 6 in the row are going to be used up between those cells. I don't know what that proves. This pair is either 1, 2 or 3, 4, just like this one. I think I am going to have to colour 1s and 4s against each other. I don't even know if this is going to work, but let's say that's red and that's yellow. In the column, that's red, therefore that's yellow. Now, I don't think I have any idea what that is, but these two digits are transposed into those two digits. So this one is red. So look, I do get to find red in box 4. There it is. And then red in boxes 1 and 5 are in those positions. Yellow This doesn't necessarily need a digit from 1, 2, 4 on, does it? I mean, now that was interesting to find a digit here, but I don't know quite what it does. Oh, no, maybe I do. Didn't I just say that 2 and 6 are used up in those 3 cells in this row? Well, 1 and 4 are a pair already in this column, so this digit is 3 or 5. That's quite a strange find, and might not help at all, probably won't. Now, the reason I backed away from a claim that 2 and 3 have been used in this column is because I couldn't see why this couldn't be a pair of 5, 6 up here. I just can't make the claim. Okay, I'm going to go colouring again. Let's colour this digit pink, and that digit repeats on that line. We worked this out early on. So look, that digit becomes the same pink. Now, where does that go here? I don't know. It could go there, it could be a 3 there or a 2 there. So that is not helpful. Is this digit sitting there? I don't know. I don't see how I can know, frankly. But again, an interesting find of a digit that's just randomly sitting somewhere. Not quite explaining itself. One of these is yellow. What about this then? This isn't pink or red or yellow. So it's not 1 or 4, and it's not that version of 2 or 3. I mean, I haven't managed to tie this into these 2 3s or ones that may appear on this hoop. Oh, yes, of course, these are different digits on the turquoise lines, and that's red, so that one's yellow. And we're not going to get pink in these cells because pink's already been on a turquoise line. So pink's somewhere up there and is a 2 or a 3. What's this? Is this pink? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I can know. But it's certainly, I hadn't thought about these turquoise lines all having to be different. Still got 2. So red now goes up there and therefore down here. Now I've got a 5, 6 pair over here. This one is red. Oh, how did I not colour that red? I thought I was. Okay, we've got roping going on down here. That's quite interesting. That means this pair must be in that pair and in that pair. That's great. Yellow must be there and is 1 or 4. That's weird to find that in that manner. This is 2 or 3. I haven't actually christened a colour that's not pink for 2, 3, but I'm probably about to. One of these 2 is yellow. And one of these 2. I don't know what that means. I've had a 5, 6 pair in this column. This digit is 2 or 3. Right, we do need a different colour. Let's go green for the other 2 or 3. And this is therefore not 2 or 3. It sees them both in the box. This is 5 or 6. Now I'm going to start colouring 5s and 6s and see if that leads to anything. Blue and orange. Orange. Blue. Now, on the turquoise lines, we need orange still to appear there, and therefore that's 5 or 6. And this must be 2 or 3 and is green. Yes. So we're going to have a whole rainbow in our sabotage. These are pink and blue, I believe. Now, what are these 2? These are yellow and dark blue. So that even digit is 4 or 6. I was going to say this must be odd, but there's no such constraint. These two are orange and green between them. Oh, green, okay, green there means that green down here is here. This one is pink. Now, pink is in one of those two. Green is in one of these two, and that's not telling me which digit they are. Oh, that's evil. If this was a 3-6 pair, that would be 5-2, and this would be yellow. And this would be 6, which would be fine, because it would be different from 2. I think this whole puzzle is going to resolve on these two having to be different now. Ah, 2 and 3 are both looking at this cell. Right, that is interesting. That is interesting, and this is probably the final breakthrough needed. Now, this black dot either has a 2 or a 3 on it. It's either 1-2 with a 2 on it, 2-4 with a 2 on it, or 3-6 with a 3 on it. But this cell can't be 2 or 3. So the 2 or 3 must go on this side, and it's not pink, it must be green. I feel like this is important. This side, who knows? It could be a yellow 1-4 or a non-orange, a dark blue 6. But orange is here, that's a 5 or 6. Orange is now in one of those cells. In fact, don't we know what they both are colour-wise? They are orange and pink. So one of them is from 2-3, one of them is from 5-6. I don't know which way round they go. But they are orange and pink. In the rest of the row we need yellow and dark blue. Those are yellow and dark blue. That's yellow or dark blue. So's that. Oh my goodness, okay. Maybe this wasn't the last thing. No, look, we can now work out what this is. It's green. That's been available for a while. Oh, it's not got anything done. I can't even see what colours these are. Orange and pink. So pink has been used. These are blue and orange. Okay, we are not done yet. Goodness me, I'm really making a mess of this now. That's even and has to be different from that. Well, they've got 4 different colours in them, so that's not surprising. In fact, that's not even going to help, therefore. What am I doing here? Okay, I don't know how to resolve this last bit. Now, okay, let's think about the black dot again. That is 2 or 3. This digit is 1, 4 or 6. I'm so tempted to say, well, it's not 5. I mean, that's not relevant. If it's 1 or 4, then green is a 2. I can't believe this is holding out so skillfully. In fact, I'm almost having trouble now believing that there is only one resolution of this puzzle. But I'm sure that's not the puzzle's problem. That's entirely my problem. Green. Oh, this is remarkable. Right. Blue or yellow? What do we know about blue or yellow? 1 or 4 if it's yellow, 5 or 6 if it's blue. So if it's blue, that's a 4. Then that would be 4. Green would be 2. Hang on, what did I say? If it's blue, it's 4. That's wrong. That's not true. If it's blue, it's a 6. And then it's got to go here. So if this is a blue 6, if this is blue, it's a 6. That must be 6 because it can't repeat in the square. So if it's blue, it's a 6, and that's a 3. And now this would have to be a 3-4 pair. Yellow would be a 4. Okay, I think that would work. I certainly can't see a reason it wouldn't. So let's try it if this was yellow and would be a 4. Because then that would be, oh, that's always going to be the same as this digit, because that's odd. This can't go there because it's on the blue square. It can't go there because it's odd, so it must go here. So this is not a 1. And maybe that was obvious from the colouring. Anyway, that is 4 or 6. If that's a 4, this is a 2. And that doesn't work because then you've got 1, 3 on this line, but they have to be consecutive. So that is not a 4. There we go. That's a 6. That's a 6. Green is a 3. Pink is a 2. Now on the consecutive, red is a 1. Yellow is a 4, similarly on the consecutive. In fact, we can put that in there. Let's make those all fully yellow. These two are now blue. This digit is a 5, which is my orange colour. I can get my colouring right now, and then I can finish off. So blues are always 6, oranges are always 5, pinks are always 2, and that is the solution to Sabotage. And that's a very clever puzzle. Yet again, I did not think, even after I was about 5 minutes in, that I would be colouring this puzzle. But it was very necessary for me. It's very neat, really nice, great stuff from Kenneth's dad as usual. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you played it. I hope you enjoyed it. It's very approachable, but really intriguing. Exactly what we expect from Kenneth's dad. Thank you so much for being with us on the channel. Always a pleasure to have your company. Really hope to see you again soon. I'm going to say bye for now.